Hello everyone and welcome to the LEGO Star Wars Dark Trooper attack. This is set number 75324. It comes with 166 pieces and comes at a price of $34.99. The set comes with 4 minifigures. We have a Jedi Master Robes Luke, 3 Dark Troopers, and it is obviously the set seen in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale aboard Moff Gideon's ship. You can kind of see the ship details here on the background of the box art. Speaking of the box art, we got Grogu and the Mandalorian beautifully in their minifigure versions. We got some awesome detailing with 1x1 studs and other things along the box art. I think this box art is phenomenal. The colors really do get it right. The back doesn't really offer much more. It just shows the play features. And there's this new ugly box opening design, which I can't stand. As you can see, I tape it back up once I'm done with the set, but once I'm done building it and everything, put the instructions back in. But yeah, so this is just a box art. I think overall it displays it well. The set isn't as displayable as the box kind of depicts it, but let's get right into that and we'll talk about it. First up, we have Luke. In here, he's in his usual Jedi Master robes. I'm sure these are the same ones, as you guys can see. Let me zoom back in. These are the same ones that we see throughout the Episode 6 sets. He comes with this nice little cape hood that I really like. The newer and better, I think, these soft silk capes instead of the classic really hard cloth ones. Those can never really mold well, and they sometimes honestly just get stuck in one position if you don't really break out your set that often. So I'm glad to get in this nicer one. Obviously, one black hand, one skin tone colored hand. And I will say that the molding on the legs, maybe you could have seen a little dual molded thing, but I doubt they would have given him the brown boots or something different, because I'm sure Luke actually just has black boots. So overall, pretty nice figure. It comes with the second head, just the angry Luke version. Nothing too crazy on this. I still think it's a nice figure to have. I know I have a final dual Luke, but I did not have this one, so it's a nice addition. Next up is the Dark Trooper figure. Now, I think this is a phenomenal figure for a bunch of reasons, not even multiple. First of all, if you just look at it and appreciate it, wow, it looks great. Second of all, we get 3 in this set for the price of $35. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pricey price. I mean, you could really call this the Dark Trooper and Luke battle pack. I mean, it comes with 4 figures and a little bit of a build, 160 pieces. You know, it is a little bit pricey. I think it comes at 21 cents a piece. So yeah, the price per piece is up there. Depends on if you like it, the price per piece or not. But 3 of these figures, considering that you only get 1 in Moff Gideon's cruiser, I think this is really nice, especially because I am in love with these figures. Starting off without the figure's helmet, you can see that this is similar to Batman's heads, on how Batman has the white band around his minifigure's head, which when the helmet comes on, it causes the white eyes. In this case, when the helmet comes on, it gives the appearance of the red eyes that we see the droids, the troopers, whatever we want to call them, have. Now, the back of the head also has some printing, which kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting LEGO to do this. It is kind of standard, just some features, which I'm not even sure what I would call this, just gray lines, I guess, on a little gray box. But it's still nice to see LEGO go the extra mile and do this. Maybe they could have done some arm printing or dual molded legs instead of that. I don't think many people use these figures of the head unless they're using these heads for some mocks they're building or some custom minifigures. Next up, we have the minifigure as a whole with the helmet back on, and we're just taking a quick look at the shoulder pauldron here. I think they did a really nice job with this. It has the little dots in the chest of it and the small shoulder kind of chest area details, and it matches really well. Sorry for hitting it. It matches really well with the torso. If you see like the line that comes off here across, it looks like it's just a cavity between the chest and the stomach area. I think they did a really good job. On the back of it, yeah, it just has the 2 dots here. On the back, it fits, I think, just as well. You can see a little bit of an overlap with the torso line from the back of the torso, but I think they do a good job. Now, interestingly enough, if you look closely, without the pauldron, the chest print is actually the same thing. It has that little box with the dots. Now let's bring in the pauldron as well, and the shoulder pieces. As you can see, it's basically the same thing. I can't get it to zoom well enough. It's basically the same thing. So I'm kind of curious as to why they did that, because it kind of begs the question of maybe we could have had a more detailed circuit board on the inside, as in like the normal torso. That would have offered some more detail to us. I don't know. I don't think it's a problem they did the same thing. It just brings me to question what their decision making was, whether if it was to save on printing or whatnot, but it also throws into jeopardy the necessity of the pauldron if it's the same design. Anyways, the legs, let me try to zoom in better. Yeah, there you go. Legs pretty standard. They try to give some detail, but it's nothing really elaborate. I think the chest piece does a really good job. The legs just kind of seem generic. I think they could have done a little bit more, maybe some specific detail. The color scheme is good because it matches up with the chest and the other pieces of the set. It's just nothing special. And the back, pretty standard. The back without the pauldron actually looks kind of cool because it has those circuit boards. Like I mentioned, I wish they would have had on the other part, on the front of the chest. So overall, I still think this is a phenomenal figure. I'm really happy I have 3. Maybe I'll get another set before it retires just to have 6. You know, you could do a cool mock or something like that. And they might even go up in value. I know some of you love to speculate on Lego. I'm not that big of a speculator. I just tend to keep my things for collection. So if you would prefer, this might be something to speculate on before it retires. All right, here we are to looking at the entire set altogether. So first things first, this set was applauded for the amount of play features it has. I feel like if it didn't have all these play features, the set would not have been so redeeming. The figures itself might not justify the $35 price tag. Quick summary of the play features. You can turn the elevator piece here. And it has obviously the characteristic Star Wars elevator lights. Little knob up here turns with the pin. Over here we got a little swivel wheel if you want to make Luke or the Dark Troopers turn. Here we have a little bit of a pull in and pull out little action with the 2x1 stud piece on top here, modified. I don't know if this is supposed to be a play feature or not, but the gap here, yeah, sure, you could have the Dark Trooper falling out, but I would have honestly liked 2 more tiles here, like we have the, whatever we want to call those, and the bricks to close up the gap here. I don't know, I just get the opinion, I get the feeling more, I have the opinion that it gives me a feeling of, I don't know why we have that gap. It's just kind of weird. I understand you could, but like you can't even do anything if you turn it. You see what I mean? Like the other side is very bland. It has the structural look here. Here, same as well. Like this is hideous to look at. The set is really only redeeming from a certain angle. Like maybe like this or even the front could be a little bit better. But as you can see, the set itself is not very posable. It's definitely a very play-styled set. I mean, look, if you put the figures, do 1, 2, you make Dark Trooper move around. I think it's great for that. So it's a great set for kids and even collectors alike that want the minifigures. But all in all, the build is it's nothing crazy. It doesn't use any innovative techniques. It doesn't need to, right? It's just a play set. But it doesn't bring much new to the table. It has really nice stickers, that's without a doubt. I really like the stickers here for the elevator. How it has, like, when Luke's coming out, it's like blinking and they're all waiting what's going to happen. Well, we all know he's going to win, and he comes out and kicks butt. But I think they did a good job with the stickers. I spent a lot of time on this one meticulously trying to place them well because, I mean, this set was a gift, but still, I really did want to do it well. But taking a look back at the play features, if we put the figures on here, it does bring the set to life. I mean, look at that. We have the figures turning. We have the figures moving like this. The set definitely gets better if you play with it. I mean, like, look, if we even put Luke back here. Sorry, the lightsaber came in. And we take out these guys. It works well. Now, the cape gets stuck for me sometimes, but it works well. See, it's Luke popping out. The play features definitely hit the mark. It's just the rest of the build doesn't follow with, I think. It's just some things I don't understand. Like the lights up here at the great pieces, I don't know. It also seems inconsistent to me when they put some detail on the top, but then don't continue it all around, leave some studs around. For $35, I think they could have added, I don't know, 10 more pieces. Even that, maybe I'm asking too much, but 10 more pieces, at least just to close up the top here. All these studs that are lying around, I honestly would have been okay if it was a $40 set. Let's say $40 set, had a better build all around the top here, close this gap, and maybe one more play feature. I don't know, if we had something like flipping up. I know we've had in some Lego sets or even some other themes where like you click something and then boom, something flies up. I think if we had something like that, just one more play feature that involved because I mean, honestly, who would flip up except for these guys? You'd put him here, you'd hit this thing back, and then he would fly back because he's getting force pushed, or something's got thrown at him, another droid. So I think that one more play feature, a closed gap, some tiles on the top would have made the set phenomenal. I'm not going to give this a rating because I honestly don't know of a good rating score right now, but it's really a good set. I think it's a good buy for any kids who want to play with Legos. Or even, I still play with my Legos like I told you guys before. So I still think this is a good set. Regardless, I do think Lego could have made some changes to this. They did some great things with this, but I think they could have made some changes to make this even better. Alright, so we are at the end of the review. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to stop by and watch my video. I do hope that you like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what you think. Are these videos good? Any suggestions on how to improve? Do you agree with what I've said in the video? Just let me know your overall thoughts. I'm always really excited to hear what you guys have to say. And yeah, just like, subscribe, look out for the new content. I might be posting one of my mocks I'm building soon, or the helmets, because I have the Commander Cody and Captain Rex helmets to also build. So stay on the lookout for that. And thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day, guys.